Hey Saxons! Welcome back to school!
And welcome back to Finn.
Let's start with a quick word from Mr. Lewis about this week's SBAC and WCAS testing.
Hey everyone, Mr. Lewis here. I just want to confirm some logistical information for you. This Thursday, the 23rd, all students will be with their advisory class all day long. Sophomores, you'll be taking the state, English, and math exams. Juniors, you are taking the state science exam. Freshmen and seniors, we have a day full of activities for you to enjoy, including some time for study hall as we prepare for the end of the year. Sophomores and juniors, we built some time into the schedule for you to get some breaks and join in some of the fun activities we've got going on during that day as well. Okay, so to recap, today in advisory, sophomores and juniors, you are practicing for the state exams. Today is just a practice. This is an opportunity for you to get to understand the structure of the test and the kinds of questions that are going to be asked. Seniors, you're heading to a senior class meeting in the theater after Finn. This Thursday, all students are in advisory all day. Sophomores and juniors, make sure to bring your school-issued laptops again on Thursday. Sophomores and juniors, if you miss the state exams, we will have several makeup sessions in the library in the coming weeks. All right, you got this, everyone. We will make it through state testing. Go Saxons.
You know, I've been wanting to go to the Expo 74.
Expo 74? What's that?
It's the International Exposition on the Environment, hosted here in Spokane. By the way, in our next story, our reporter, Joshua Gabriel Garza, visited the fair and got a look at some of the activities.
Let's jump right in.
The Expo returned this year as a 50th anniversary celebration from the World Fair and Expo was hosted here in the city of Spokane on May 4th, 1974. I went down to the scene on the opening day to get a closer look at these events.
Collaborate together and with one another, to do things none of us could do alone.
The Spokane Youth Symphony String Quartet was one of the openers, along with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Regional Choir. I interviewed Paul Steenblick, a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Regional Choir, about his performance at the Expo.
Today was a commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the Expo 74. I was part of the regional LDS choir from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, where we sang some of the same songs that a similar choir from our church sang at the Expo in 1974. The choir director, Mrs. Carolyn Brett, was also the conductor 50 years ago. She's now 89 years old. She was 39 at the time.
I also interviewed David Ainley, a vendor running the Scone Ranger stand, who has a history with the Expo himself.
I was here, Expo 74. I came here opening ceremonies, and throughout the whole time it was on. So it was a lot of fun back. I was 15 at the time. So that was 50 years ago, so now I'm 65.
The night ended with a beautiful light show at the pavilion. Although the fun isn't over yet, events run until June 4th. Will you be attending any of them to celebrate?
Can't wait for next year. Get your earbuds out of your ear!
Why? I'm just listening to music.
We have work to do. You need to focus.
I think we need to listen to the next interview of our reporters, Amel Savanovic and Rio Staley. The usage of earbuds in the classroom.
Well, I do believe that students do have a right to use AirPods during lunch or break hours. I don't think it's a good idea to have them active during class.
Headphones in school. I like headphones in school.
Well, I got them in right now, so yeah, they're pretty innovative. I love AirPods. I love my music, I love everything.
We believe that AirPods should be in school because it's a free country.
I think when it comes to like headphones and AirPods in school, it really is just a student-to-student basis thing, right? Some students, you're perfectly fine, just have your headphones on and do your work and they'll still be able to pay attention and listen, and some students can't. So I think as far as like putting rules on it and stuff, maybe not, but you do gotta regulate it. That's what I'll say. Let's be honest, we both learned something on the topic.
Okay, you're right. Our next story, reported by Shay Tay and Aaron Moore, was we are getting closer to the end of the year. Book. The yearbook.
Hi, I'm Mr. Cox. I'm the yearbook advisor here at Ferris High School, and I have been for about 17 years. We produce the yearbook. So we have to create a ladder that lists the 320 pages and what's on the ladder and all the deadlines associated with that. And then we put together the yearbook using a software called Pictavo. So students are assigned pages and they design the pages.
There's a massive attraction of joining yearbook is people thinking that it's just photography and journalism and that's it, and it's easy and just social time. But it is a lot of pressure, hitting the deadline and making sure that your pages are worth how much?
Oh, 200, I think. $200 a spread.
300?
Oh, I don't know. Inflation's crazy.
A lot of money. I think a huge achievement in the yearbook is a huge thing Ferris likes to pride themselves on is their inclusion and their diversity, and a huge part of your book is representing how well Ferris can do that and showing the different things, the different.
If you're an editor like a theorist or I, we end up picking up a lot of the slack, or any pages that just aren't up to quota. That ends up taking a lot of time. I know I spent a lot of outside of school time going to games, going to plays, and just basically, especially at the end of the year, editing and making it uniform. And I know that for a lot of kids, they ended up having to do that as well. It is a time-consuming task. It is not just something that you can forget about once you leave the period. It's a project and it needs to get done, and it takes a lot of people.
Our job's very busy to get it all covered, but we have it all printed and ready to go. Make sure you've got your yearbook.
I mean, sometimes we just forget how much effort is put into these details of the high school experience that we enjoy so much. I mean, have you ever thought what you're going to be doing after graduation?
Oh yeah, a lot, but I think I made my decision at this point. What about you?
I've always had a struggle with choosing my career.
You know what? Maybe our next story from reporters Vera Paramenko and E. Claire Moo will make you feel a little better.
What are my plans for after high school and why? I plan to double major in elementary and special education because I grew up with people around me with disabilities, and I would love to help in any way I can.
After high school, I'm going to go to Utah State and study Mandarin because I need a job.
To go to Oregon Technological University to get a master's degree in computer science.
To go to a four-year university called Marymount Manhattan College, and I plan to major in international relations and hopefully be a diplomat or ambassador someday.
For life, I plan to go into an art school and pursue animation.
Eastern and pursuing dentistry. I'm going to go to a four-year college and just learn about dentistry, I guess.
I want to go to college to get a degree in nursing, and then I eventually want to go into pediatric nursing.
Graduate, obviously, and then go to college, and then in the future I want to become a psychologist.
I feel fine. It's definitely a kind of scary transition period, but I think we've gotten a lot of support from the school and from your family, and it kind of makes that transition easier.
I've been a little nervous about deciding what I want to do with my future, so I finally decided just last week what I did want to do.
Yes, I think my plan changed for myself after freshman year because I always thought I was going to do something not in teaching.
Yeah, my plans have definitely changed since I was a freshman. Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do when I was a freshman.
I think I planned to be a beekeeper one time when I was a freshman. I didn't really know what profession I was going into.
In high school, we are always asked about our post-graduation plans. Some will attend college, some will travel, and some will have absolutely no idea what they want.
It's important to remember that it is perfectly normal to not know what you want to do yet.
Continuing exploring your high school years, you can start by seeing your academic counselors. They are here to help.
Reporters Ivan Kuzmenko and Ian Wilson talked to Mr. Broadsword for this week's teacher feature.
I've been a sub here at Ferris for about 2.5 years. I've been teaching in all the classes. In fact, I don't think there's been any class that I have yet been in here at Ferris. I've been in the foods, I've been in early childhood education, I've been in the science classes, the math classes, statistics, chemistry, all of them. I've been in photography, I've been in television production, I've been in art, I've been in woodshop. We've had all sorts of, I've been in almost every class here at Ferris. Well, I don't know that I could choose a favorite activity here. I've loved seeing the soccer team. I've loved seeing the plays. There's some great theatrical productions here at Ferris. I love the FCCLA programs. I like to read some of the things that the English department write and publish. There's just so much here to do. The Saxon Shack is a lot of fun when I get to be there, and the leadership kids do just such a great job. I have a passion for old cars. In fact, I have a few myself. I have a big, old-fashioned station wagon, think family truckster. And I try to take that. In fact, I'm planning a big road trip this summer in that. I'd like to crisscross America, rediscovering the country of my youth. And I also have a vintage convertible that you might see me around town wearing. If I'm driving, I usually have really big sunglasses on. Sometimes I have my big Great Dane sitting in the back seat. She also enjoys the top off. So I sort of stumbled into teaching. It was not my original career path. The company I worked for was acquired by a much bigger organization, and that has sort of enabled me to figure out another option for my life. And the school district was pretty desperate for subs at the time. I thought I'd give it a try, but I love it. It gives me so much joy in my life. So I feel like this is the direction I was meant to be.
Moving on to general news. On May 31st, we're having the spring con after school.
After the con, starting at 2:30 p.m., there's also going to be the second annual Ferris Fun Fest until 5 p.m. at either the track or the Victory Plaza.
There will be games, yearbook signing, and photo booths, snow cones, and more. See you there.
All writers and artists who contributed to the Saxon Journal are invited to Creative Writing Club on Wednesday, May 29th to celebrate the publication of the Saxon Journal and pick up their individual copy. Please meet in room M201 at 2:45. Check out the QR code on the screen to see this year's journal. Moving on to club news.
GSA meets every other Monday in M102 after school. Their next meeting is today. BSU meets every Monday in M206 during both lunches.
First Gen Club meets every Tuesday in the College and Career Center during both lunches.
On Wednesday after school, Math Club meets in M116. ASL Club meets in M303, Chess Club meets in M203, and Ferris for Christ meets in M1014.
Art Club meets every other Thursday in M502 at 2:30.
Congratulations to all the winners for last week's film festival, especially the 3 members of our film class, Shade Day, Rio Staley, and Vera Parmenko. Spanish Conversational Club meets on Fridays during both lunches at M308. And finally, HOSA Science Night is this Wednesday. Here are Brooke, Darla, and Mackenzie to tell you a little more.
Ferris Host is presenting Science on the South Hill Night, May 22nd, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Ferris.
This is a free event for grades 6 through 12th and their families to participate in many hands-on activities.
It's a great opportunity to talk with healthcare professionals and learn more about health sciences.
We hope to see you there.
That's all for Finn. Thanks for watching.
This week's Finn is brought to you by 4th Period's film class. As you can see, better than 5th Period film class.
Have a great week, Saxons!
Ow.